I think it's probably pretty common that reps who may go in sharing an insight might get cold feet if they get the first, sense of a pushback from a customer. If you're a rep, well, let me start with one of the big misconceptions is, what is an insight? If you believe that an insight is just going in and sharing a data point with your customer and lobbing it at them, you don't understand what an insight is. An insight is not just a data point. That can be part of it, but it's also how that data point may impact that customer based on your experience as a sales rep. So you really need, or your company's experience with its client base. So you really need to be prepared, right? A good way to avoid getting cold feet and being a little bit more confident in delivering your insights is to have depth around that insight. If you just have surface level knowledge about an insight, you're going to get cold feet, because if it does spark a customer's interest, they're going to ask you about it. So you need to be able to talk about that insight at some level of depth. You also need to know when to, you need to be comfortable pulling the parachute and saying, it's time for me to bring in my subject matter expert. So you need to have figured out when and where that parachute is in a particular customer dialogue to maintain your credibility and say, we could talk about this particular issue for a long time. I'd love to bring in our subject matter expert on this topic to talk more about it. Reps have to get comfortable with saying and being okay with the fact that they've got some level of depth, but not all of it. And it's okay to tell a customer that you want to bring in the expert on that topic.